Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jo and I'm a tattoo artist based on the south coast of the UK, and I love going out in the woods. It's been a while since I've been in the woods, so I thought I'd have a little catch up with you all and talk about mushrooms, heading into winter, and any other thoughts that I have that pop up along the way, because I generally have quite a lot of thoughts. Autumn is my favourite season. I absolutely love it, especially now that I've got into mushrooms. I've taken a few clips of some that I've seen today, not all of them because there are so many, it's absolutely awesome. I've come back to one of my favourite spots for seps, penny buns, porcinis, whatever you want to call them. Last year, I think I found about 5 in the whole probably month or so that you're probably going to find them. I've been out into this woods now for the last 3 or 4 walks, and I've probably found 5 or 6 every time that I've come. And from this size right up to ones that are the size of my hand, absolutely massive. Last year was not the best for mushrooms, which was quite sad. But this year already, I feel like it's going to be an absolute banger. And I'm hoping to get a dehydrator soon, because you need to eat these up pretty quick, otherwise they just go bad. Whereas if you can dehydrate them, you can just use them throughout the year. Yes. So I've taken a few clips of some of the mushrooms that I've seen today. I didn't want to bore you to death with mushrooms. If you're not into mushrooms, why not? They're great. Even if you don't eat them, I just think they're absolutely magical. There are thousands and thousands of different types. I probably know like between 5 and 10, like just like that now. And I've been kind of looking into it for the last 3 or 4 years. So it takes a little while to know what they are, which ones are edible, which ones you just don't. Most of them I look at and go, no idea what that is, but I love looking at them anyway. And then, yeah, there's probably like 5 that I know absolutely confidently, yes, delicious, you can eat them. And then there's probably 5 that I'm like, I'm pretty sure you can eat that, but I'm going to take a picture and leave it instead. So today I'm out with Rocco. He's running around like an absolute wild one, as always. And it is a bit chillier. I think it's 10 degrees today. But I don't care. If the sun's out, I don't care how cold it is. I can put on a jumper and gloves and a hat and stuff, and it's absolutely fine. I hate it when it's wet. Can't deal with that, no matter how much I try. But an autumnal morning, there's something about the light. Hey, mate. Coming up. Come on in. Good boy. Oh, no. There's something about the light in autumn. It's always got a bit of a haze on it, and winter as well. And then all the colours. Don't get me wrong, love summer, love a bit of heat, long days, beautiful. But everything's just a bit green. And autumn comes and you start getting all the browns and oranges and reds and the colour of the mushrooms, and just a bit more exciting for the senses and the eyes. Bring on autumn. Every day I'm like, well, I get neck ache with tattooing and everything as well, but when I go for walks now, I'm just like this. Although a good point is to look up as well, because trying to find porcinis, especially where I am, they're generally just under oak trees, around oak trees. So if you've got no oak trees around you, probably not going to find one. If you see an oak tree, worth a look. Autumn has been a bit of a funny one for me in the past, because as I've mentioned before, in this sort of time before, I do kind of dread going into winter. I used to be a snowboarder, and winter was always this time that I'm like buzzing for, looking forward to getting out into the mountains and having a wicked winter. Whereas since I've given up, it has been pretty tough. You got the not the long days, you got the long nights. You've got these dark, miserable days where it's just grey and raining and cold, and you wake up when it's dark, you go to bed or get home when it's dark. It can just be pretty tough on your mental health, and I have definitely struggled with that. Last year though, I was determined to not struggle quite as much. And I've been doing a lot of work on myself, mental health, like going to therapy and trying to move my body and just being aware of things that potentially set me off to being a little bit more miserable. And last year I decided to have my coffee outside every day, which was, I think I did it from October right up until March. So I did about 6 months. And yet there was the odd day where I didn't do it. There's probably like 5 days in that 6 months where I didn't do it. It's harder when I don't have Rocco. When I'm walking Rocco out in the woods anyway, get a flask, come and have a sit down, have my coffee, great. If Marta's walking him, then it's a little bit more tricky to motivate myself to either go outside in the garden, wow, really tough, but it can be because it's dark and horrible, you don't want to go and sit in the garden, or days where it's just been absolutely tipping it down. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to sit inside and look outside and have my coffee today. But you'd be surprised, even when it was raining some days, I just put on my coat and went outside and sat down and enjoyed the rain coming down and appreciated those 5 minutes of just calm and all the other benefits you have from being outside, especially early in the morning, getting the sunlight in your eyes, setting your circadian rhythm off into a good rhythm so then you're tired at the right time later, the fresh air, the forest bathing, getting all that good air into your lungs. And also there's something really powerful in doing something for yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes. You know the benefits, and maybe sometimes it is a little bit harder than others. If you actually go and do it, and you're like, no, I'm going to go and sit for 5 minutes, even though I don't really have time, in the woods, it's cold, whatever, and just take it all in. What you can see, what you notice, the feelings that you feel, especially doing it for a long period of time, because I'm not sure it has the same effect if you just do it once or twice. I would thoroughly recommend it, and I will try. Rocco's eating the tree that you were on. Come here. Come here, you naughty dog. Come here. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Good boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Where was I? There, you gorgeous guy. Be more dog. Get outside and be more dog. Okay? I'm going to try to remember to put it up on my socials as well, but let me know if you fancy joining me on this coffee outside a day. And if you do it, whether it's coffee, tea, water, whatever you drink in the morning, just tag me in it so I can see, and we'll just all start having our coffee outside alone. A community where we're all alone in the woods. Sounds great. And then as you're going through, if you're struggling and need like a little bit of motivation, we can motivate each other. If it is particularly cold, miserable, we can all do it and help each other to get those benefits and not be as SAD, sad, seasonal something, depression. I'll put it what it is here, but it's sad. And it is sad, and I felt sad. I don't want to feel sad, and I don't want you to feel sad. So let's do it. You can tell that this particular woods is a hot spot for good mushrooms, because I haven't actually seen anyone today, but every other time that I've walked here, I've seen people with carrier bags. I haven't seen what's in them, but I am sure they are full of these and other lovely mushrooms too. There's one that I'll keep looking at right underneath the camera. So I'm going to get that. No, I'm not going to get that. I think it's one you can eat. It's a red one, like reddy purple. I'll show you in a minute. But it's very distracting because it's very nice to look at. Anyway, ADHD. What I have noticed though is, now I've got to say I was guilty of this when I first started getting into mushrooms. There's a lot of mushrooms where people just kind of like pick them or cut them and then just like leave them on the floor. Which, fine, because I have done it, because you want to know what it is, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, I'm pretty sure that's not edible. But the ones that are edible, when they have been kind of like destroyed, you're just like, that's kind of frustrating. And a lot of them are kind of been beaten up by animals. But I'm pretty sure animals don't carry knives, so that's kind of obvious. But, you know, it's fine. Other people like mushrooms too. We can let them have some, yeah? We'll let them have one or two. I found this beautiful cauliflower mushroom. I've only seen them, I think maybe once or twice. I've seen once at the beginning, maybe like a month or so ago, really big one. This one was kind of small, and that's a good edible, which I've not tried yet. But because it was small, I didn't really want to take any. I was really looking forward to coming out today. As soon as I saw the sun, I was like, yes, right, going out and we're going to have a chat and I'm just going to sit here for a bit. For the first time, I've done it a little bit in the summer, but I just don't feel, I spend so much time outside in the summer, I don't feel the need as much. Whereas life is happening, there's a lot going on. Yeah, which you will find out about soon enough, I am sure. And coming out to the forest, I know really, really grounds me, makes me feel calm, just gives me that little bit of peace that I need sometimes when things do get a little bit overwhelming. So I was really looking forward to coming out today, and when I saw the sun, I was even more buzzing to come out and hang out with my dog, get some sun in my eyes and just take it all in, look at the mushrooms. I find mushrooms so magical. I'm going to stop banging on about mushrooms. Maybe. We're going to carry on with our walk now, aren't we? If I have any more thoughts, then I'll put them at the end. But I think that's most of my thoughts today. Little birdies. So get ready for a mushroom montage. Let's go. This is the one that I could see when I was talking to you. I think it might be some sort of bluet or bitter grill. But again, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, if I'm not sure, I'm not going to pick it. I'm definitely not going to eat it. Oh. A beautiful porcini. Yes. Little bit past it, this one, but still good enough to eat. Just make sure to get rid of all the maggots potentially inside. You don't necessarily need to go into there to find mushrooms. You can generally find them just off a path. However, they are generally not ones to actually like pick or take home. They've usually been battered by people that just want to like poke at a mushroom, or a dog's probably weed on them. But if you look and you don't fancy going in the middle of the woods, then you will find them at the edge of paths. This is because there's a path stopping them grow. They can't grow through like tarmac or gravel or something if the ground's too hard, so they're forced to pop up out and turn into a mushroom. So you'll generally find a lot at the edge of paths and the edge of side roads and stuff like that. I've just walked past a couple and I've seen them before, and I've seen them before with one bag full of mushrooms. Today I saw them with 2 carrier bags full of mushrooms. I'm glad they didn't look like porcinis. I don't know what they were, and I was so close to asking them, but I didn't want to be, I don't know if people get funny about mushrooms, like fishing and surfing, other things that I do. Surfers can be arseholes. Fishing people can actually be quite nice, but I don't know about mushroom people. So I didn't want to ask them. Maybe when I see them tomorrow I'll ask them. I've just found something amazing. It's a hidden lakey pondy thing. Let me show you. Also clues for mushrooms. Little bits of porcini. So they are here. Or they were here until someone came and nabbed them all. Wow. Empty at the moment, but it probably fills up once we get a bit of rain, which we've not had for the whole of the summer. Gorgeous. Okay, I've spent far too much time wandering around trying to find mushrooms. I found 2, and that's absolutely fine today. So I need to head home, do my designs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Ready, let's go. Let's go.